Today let's walk through how to do a modal. We're doing this in Visual Studio 2019 using C# and ASP.NET Core. But modals are really nice to have to pop up some information over the top of a page, to be able to display rows or ask a question or just send a message. So let's take a look at what we can do here. Alright, I think the first thing we're going to do is go to our views in Home, and we are going to create a new HTML page. We'll call it, I don't know, show modal. And let's go ahead and change all this. We'll set our layout to null, so it doesn't pick up a layout. Don't need this. And let's go ahead and make a div. And this class equals modal dialog. There we go. And within that, we'll have another div, and its class is going to be modal content. Alright, so far so good. Now we will do a div for the modal body. There we go. And let's do another div, and we will put just some information in here. We'll just say our modal, and let's have a button in another div so we can dismiss it. Type this button, we'll give it a class so it can look decent. Button primary, data dismiss, the modal, and we will just label it as close. There we go. This is the entirety of the show modal. Next, we need to create an action in our controller. We'll do this in the home controller for now, just to keep it simple. I'm going to copy and paste this one and name it show modal. There we go. And now we will create a place to click on it in our index. And let's see, we will clear all this out. I don't want this on here. And let's give a div, and we will put a button here so that way we can show popping up the modal. Input. What am I doing? Type, that's right. Equals button. We'll give it an ID so we can reference it. We'll call it the modal button. It looks pretty good. And we'll give it a value of show modal. There we go. Looks pretty good. And let's make a display area here for our modal. ID equals user modal that looks good. Class equals modal and fade so it looks nice coming in and out. I'm going to give it a data URL. And this will be what points to our controller action. I'm going to do this. And this will be show modal, like we named it. Bam. And then inside here, we'll have another div. Give it an ID. User container. And we'll close that div out. And that div's closed. This will be our display area for it. Our button to display it. And our area to show it. And now let's write a little JavaScript to catch the click on that button. And section scripts. And script, of course. And here's our jQuery $. And we're going to call our modal button as we named it up top. And on click, we will have a function. We will grab the URL that we declared up there. Let's go ahead and grab it. And that should be user modal. That's the ID. Data URL. There we go. And now we will use Ajax to make that call. And the URL is URL. The type is a get. And on success, we will have a function here. Here is the response coming back from the call. And then we are going to set that the user container that we declared up top there. Set the response on that. Oop. And now we will show it. On our user modal. Dot modal show. That looks pretty good. That part should work. And I think that's it. So we have the index. It's going to have a button. It's going to make a call to show. This is actually going to call, the Ajax call is going to call the home controller, which is going to call show modal, and it's going to return a view. The view is going to look for, obviously, show modal, which we created down here. And it should just say our modal with a button to dismiss it. Now let's see if this works. always love waiting for it to build. There we go. Now let's see if it works. Come on. Pop it up. Oh, there we are. There we go. Our modal. Close. Looks pretty good. If you have any questions, pop it down in the comments and I'll try to answer it for you if I can.